Well, Dwayne, can you tell me about some of the things that should be done when it comes to water holding capacity and how farmers can maintain or even improve it?
Well, I think one of the things we talk about in terms of a resilience, Gil, is that after a number of years, you take a tallgrass prairie or even take a fence line and look at that, and it's got more volume there because it has more porosity, and that's because of all that root system that's there. And when we first brought our tallgrass prairies or mixed grass prairies into crop production, we had all that porosity in the soil and all the organic matter that was holding those soil pores from collapsing and the soil particles from getting pushed too close together. And basically what we've done over the years with tillage and driving on the ground and more tillage and lowering the organic matter, we've decreased the porosity of that soil. And when we do that, it holds less water because it has less organic matter and less porosity, so we have a smaller bucket. The fence line of the native prairie maybe in Iowa held 10 inches of available water or 8 inches of available water to 4 feet, depends on the soil. That same soil today maybe holds 6. And if it's holding 6 inches of water, that bucket's smaller, so it gets wetter faster, it gets drier faster. In spring, when you get big rain, it's too wet. You get the corn planted, and then it gets too dry. If you had that full available water holding capacity, it would have not gotten too wet if you did it right in the spring because it has more room to hold the water, and then that give it more of a reserve, so you wouldn't get dry so fast. So one of the symptoms I see that our soils are among many that our soils are really starting to degrade after 100 years, only 100 years of doing this, is this problem with too wet and too dry. It's not necessarily so much the weather, that may be a factor, but it's really this lack of resilience in the soil.